You wake before the bell. That is the first thing that feels wrong. The village is usually quiet at this hour, but not dead quiet. There should be a rooster calling from behind the baker's house. There should be carts creaking over wet stones. There should be someone coughing by the fire, someone laughing too loudly, someone shouting for water. But today, nothing moves. You open your eyes to a ceiling of dark wooden beams. Smoke hangs low in the room, trapped and bitter. Your throat burns. The straw beneath you scratches your neck. For a moment you do not remember where you are. Then you hear it, one knock, slow, heavy, at the door. Your mother freezes beside the hearth. Your father does not look up from the table. Even the fire seems to shrink. Another knock, this time lower. Like whoever is outside already knows the answer. You sit up slowly, heart beating hard against your ribs. The morning light slips through the cracks in the wall, pale and cold. Dust floats in it, like ash. Your mother whispers, "Do not open it." But the knock comes again, and behind it, from somewhere down the lane, someone begins to cry. Not loudly, not dramatically, just one broken sound. The kind of sound that tells you the world has changed while you were sleeping, and you are about to open your eyes inside it. You step outside, and the air feels wrong against your skin. It is early morning, but the street is already thick with smells. Wet hay, smoke, old mud, stale water sitting in wooden buckets, bread burning somewhere nearby because someone forgot to pull it from the oven. The village looks the same narrow lane, the same crooked roofs leaning toward each other like tired old men, the same chickens scratching near the ditch, the same church tower watching over everything, but something underneath it all has shifted. People walk faster than usual. They do not stop to greet you. They keep their heads down, shoulders tight, eyes avoiding windows. A woman crosses herself 3 times before passing the well. A man carries a bundle wrapped in cloth, holding it far from his chest as if it might bite him. You hear whispers from the port. 3 houses already. God preserve us. You do not understand everything. Not yet. You only know that your father has told you to fetch water and come straight back. No talking, no wandering, no visiting the baker's son, no stopping by the market, just water, just home. You grip the wooden bucket handle and walk toward the rope creaks as someone pulls water up ahead of you. The sound is ordinary, familiar, but nobody is speaking. Even the children are silent, and that silence feels heavier than any scream. At the well, you see the first sign, not on a wall, not in the sky, on a man's face. Old Martin, the cooper, leans against the stones with both hands. His skin looks grey beneath the morning light, as if all warmth has drained out of him overnight. Sweat shines on his forehead, though the air is cold. You have known him your whole life. He once carved you a toy horse from scrap wood. He always smelled like oak shavings and ale. Today, he smells sour, sick, afraid. His wife stands beside him, whispering his name again and again, but he does not answer. His eyes move across the crowd without seeing anyone. Then he coughs. Everyone steps back, not far, just one step, but you feel it. That small movement says more than words could. Your fingers tighten around the bucket. The rope at the well swings slowly, creaking in the silence. Someone mutters a prayer. Someone else says, "Do not touch him." Old Martin tries to straighten. He cannot. His wife reaches for him, and another woman grabs her arm. No. Just one word, sharp enough to cut. You back away, water forgotten. Your heart is pounding now. The village is still standing. The church is still there. The sun is still rising, but the world you knew is beginning to pull apart, thread by thread. And you can feel one of those threads wrapped around your throat. By midday, the village changes shape, not because buildings move, because doors close. One after another, shutters slam across windows, latches drop, curtains are pulled tight. The blacksmith's hammer stops ringing. The market stalls are half empty, abandoned with onions, cloth and fish left in the open air. No one bargains, no one jokes, no one touches coins without wiping their fingers afterward. You walk beside your father as he moves quickly through the lane, and gripping your shoulder harder than usual. His palm is rough and warm, but his silence frightens you more than anger would. At the church steps, a crowd has gathered. The priest stands above them, face pale, voice trembling but loud enough to reach the square. He speaks of repentance, of mercy, of judgment, but his eyes keep drifting toward the road that leads out of the village, as if even he wants to run. A cart rolls past. You hear the wheels before you see it. Slow, wooden, uneven. The man pulling it keeps his face covered with cloth. No one goes near him. No one asks where he is going. Your father turns your head away before you can look too long, but you already saw enough. A covered shape beneath a rough blanket. A hand slipping out from under the edge. Still, small. You stop breathing. Your father pulls you forward. "Do not look," he says. But that is the problem. You already did. The scream comes from across the lane. It tears through the afternoon like a blade. You are inside, sitting near the hearth, pretending to mend a strap while your hands shake too much to hold the needle steady. Your mother is grinding herbs she does not believe will help. Your father stands by the door, listening. Then the scream comes again. This time, a name. "Anne!" Your mother drops the bowl. It cracks against the floor. Across the lane, the neighbor's door bursts open. A woman stumbles out, hair loose, face wet with tears. She looks from one house to another, begging without words. Before she even speaks, "Help us." No one moves. You feel shame before you feel fear, because you know her. You have eaten at her table. Her daughter once shared apples with you behind the church. You remember her laughing with mud on her dress. Now her mother stands in the street alone. "Please," she says. A shutter closes, then another. Your father's hand tightens on the doorbeam. You can see the war inside him, the man who wants to help, the man who wants his family to live. Your mother whispers, "Please don't." For a moment, nobody breathes. Then your father steps back, and the door stays closed. Outside, the woman's crying becomes smaller, not because she is calmer, because hope has left her voice. Night comes before sunset, not in the sky, in the village. The streets empty, fires burn behind closed doors. Smoke rises from chimneys in thin, nervous lines. Somewhere a bell rings once, then stops. You wait for it to ring again. It does not. Your family eats in silence, a hard crust of bread, thin broth. Nothing tastes like anything. Every sound feels too loud. The scrape of a spoon, the pop of the fire, your own breathing. Then your younger brother coughs. Once. Everyone looks at him. He looks back, confused, frightened by the fear on your faces. "It's just smoke," he says. No one answers. Your mother touches his forehead. Her hand stays there too long. Your father turns away. You know that turn. You have seen it when storms ruined fields, when animals died in winter, when hunger entered the house and sat at the table like a guest. But this is worse, because hunger can be understood. This cannot. This thing moves through walls, through touch, through breath, through prayer, through love. You lie down later, but sleep does not come. You listen to your brother breathing in the dark. Every pause feels like the edge of a cliff. Every cough feels like a door opening. And somewhere outside, beyond the shuttered window, a cart begins to roll again. Before dawn, your father wakes you. He does not speak at first. He simply places a finger to his lips and points to your boots. You dress in the dark. Your mother is kneeling beside your brother. He sleeps, but his face shines with sweat. A wet cloth rests on his forehead. His lips move as if he is speaking to someone in a dream. You want to go to him. Your father stops you. His eyes say what his mouth cannot. Not close. The two of you step outside. The cold hits your face. The village smells of damp wood, smoke, waste and fear. The lane is almost empty but not silent. Behind doors, people whisper prayers. Behind walls, someone sobs. Somewhere, a child asks why nobody will come. Your father carries a sack over his shoulder. You do not ask what is inside. Food, maybe. Tools, something to trade, something to bury. At the end of the lane, you see marks on a door, dark lines scratched into the wood. A warning. Your father pulls you away before you stop. Keep walking, he says. But every house now feels like it is watching you. Every window is an eye. Every closed door is a mouth refusing to speak. And for the first time, you understand something terrible. The sickness is not only taking bodies, it is teaching everyone to fear the people they love. When you return home, your mother is crying without sound. That is how you know, not by words, not by screams, by the way she sits beside your brother, both hands folded in her lap, staring at him as if she is trying to hold him in the world by looking hard enough. He is awake now, barely. His eyes find yours. For a moment, he looks like the boy who chased you through the fields, the boy who stole berries and blamed birds, the boy who asked you if angels could see through roofs. He tries to smile. It breaks something in you. You step forward. Your father grabs your arm. No! You pull against him. He's my brother. His grip tightens. And you are my child. The room becomes too small. The fire too hot, the air too thick. Your brother lifts one hand, weak and trembling, but no one moves toward him. Not your father, not your mother, not you. Fear holds all of you in place like chains. You want to be brave. You want to be good. You want to cross the room and take his hand, but your feet stay where they are. And your brother sees it. He understands. That is the worst part. Not the sickness, not the village, not the bells. The worst part is the moment love is forced to stand at a distance, and you will remember his eyes for the rest of your life. By evening, the bell rings again. This time, it does not stop after one strike. It rings over the rooftops, over the empty market, over the well where no one gathers now, over the fields where the wheat moves gently, as if the earth has not noticed anything at all. You sit outside the house with your back against the wall. Your hands are cold. Your clothes smell like smoke and sickness and fear. You can hear your mother inside, whispering prayers until the words become only breath. Your father stands near the door, staring at the ground. Nobody says what happened. Nobody needs to. Across the lane, Anne's house is dark. Old Martin's workshop is dark. The baker's oven is cold. The village has not disappeared, but it feels emptied from within, like a body still standing after the soul has gone. You look up at the sky. It is beautiful. That feels cruel. The stars appear one by one, bright and calm, as if this is any other night. As if children are not missing from beds, as if mothers are not holding silence in their arms, as if fathers are not breaking quietly where no one can see. You thought the end of the world would be loud. You thought it would come with fire. But today, it came softly, with a knock at the door, with a cough, with a bell. You do not sleep that night. You lie on the straw and stare into the dark. Every sound becomes a warning. Every breath becomes a question. Your own body feels unfamiliar, like a house you are afraid to enter. You wonder if the sickness is already inside you, waiting, listening, counting your heartbeats. Outside, the village is still, too still. No dogs barking, no drunken songs from the tavern, no footsteps in the lane, only wind moving through the cracks and the distant creak of wood. You think about morning, how ordinary it was, how the world can end while bread is still baking, while buckets still wait by the well, while someone you love is still warm beside the fire. You used to believe danger arrived like an army, with banners, with shouting, with steel. But now you know better. Sometimes it arrives as silence. Sometimes it wears the face of your neighbor. Sometimes it asks you to choose between kindness and survival. And sometimes the first day is not the worst because of how much you lose. It is the worst because of what you become to keep breathing. So when the sun rises again, you are not the same person who woke yesterday. You are someone else now. Someone who has seen the door close, someone who has heard the bell, someone who knows day one was only the beginning. Comment, I would survive, or would you?